Cameras flash. Crowds roar. Flags of Spain and Denmark ripple under a grey Copenhagen sky. It's official, the moment the world has been waiting for has finally arrived. Princess Leonor of Spain has just stepped onto Danish soil, and from the very first second, her presence has left everyone in awe. For months, speculation has flooded headlines, social media, and royal forums. Would she come quietly, away from the press? Or would this arrival mark a grand royal moment, the kind that stays in history books for decades? Today, the answer is clear. Leonor's arrival in Denmark is not just another royal visit. It's the start of a new chapter for two monarchies, and possibly, a defining moment for Europe's royal future. But here's what makes it even more fascinating. While the world expected a formal, distant princess, what they saw was something entirely different, a young woman, elegant yet warm, stepping confidently into her destiny. This wasn't just the arrival of a royal guest. It was the arrival of a leader. Now let's unfold how it all happened, and why Denmark, and the entire royal world, can't stop talking about this moment. The streets of Copenhagen were alive hours before Leonor's plane even landed. Crowds gathered near Amalienborg Palace, royal watchers positioned themselves by the gates, and journalists from every major European network were ready. There was a sense of electric anticipation, that unique feeling that something historic was about to happen. And then it did. The royal jet, bearing Spain's coat of arms, touched down just after noon. As the doors opened, and the first sight of Leonor emerged, everything seemed to stop. The crowd gasped, the photographers froze for a heartbeat, and then chaos. Camera flashes erupted. Shouts of, "Viva Leonor!" mixed with Danish cheers filled the air. Leonor stepped out wearing a pale ivory coat, tailored to perfection, with a soft silk scarf in Spanish red, a subtle nod to her homeland. Her posture was calm, graceful, yet commanding. You could feel it, she wasn't here just to attend a wedding. She was here to represent Spain. And from the moment her heels touched the red carpet, it was clear, she understood the assignment completely. As she made her way toward the waiting car, the air filled with royal energy. Danish officials greeted her with smiles and bows, but it was her exchange with Crown Princess Mary that made headlines. The two shared a warm embrace, not stiff, not staged, but genuine. For a brief moment, the cameras caught Leonor smiling widely, the kind of smile that makes headlines and melts hearts simultaneously. Observers whispered that this was no ordinary meeting, this was a symbolic handover, a sign of royal continuity between two generations of European royalty. Because here's what makes this story deeper than just pomp and ceremony, Leonor's arrival marks her first major royal event abroad as the heir to the Spanish throne since turning 20. It's not just a social event, it's her global debut as the face of Spain's future monarchy. But even as she walks confidently into her royal destiny, one question lingers in everyone's mind: is the world ready for her? Let's rewind for a moment. Spain's monarchy has faced intense scrutiny over the years, political challenges, social debates, and questions about its relevance in modern times. Yet through all of it, Leonor has quietly, consistently, earned admiration. Her education at UWC Atlantic College in Wales, her military training in Zaragoza, and her fluency in English, French, and Catalan have shaped her into one of the most prepared heirs in European royal history. But preparation is one thing, presence is another. And today, Denmark has witnessed both. Every move she made, from greeting the crowd with a soft wave to maintaining calm composure amid the flashing lights, radiated a new kind of royal power. Not the cold, distant authority of the past. A modern, relatable strength. And yet, beneath the composure, there's emotion. A quiet, visible sense that she understands the weight of this moment, that every step she takes now will be remembered forever. Inside the Danish palace, where the pre-wedding reception is being held, the atmosphere is one of warmth and tradition. Royal family members from across Europe, Norway, Sweden, Belgium, and the Netherlands, have gathered, dressed in understated elegance. And then, once again, all attention shifts. The doors open. Princess Leonor enters. It's not just her attire that draws attention, a subtle sapphire blue gown with delicate embroidery, inspired by Spanish heritage. It's her energy. She walks with a quiet grace that commands respect, the kind that silences a room not through authority, but through aura. Crown Prince Frederick and Queen Margrethe exchange proud glances. It's as if they, too, sense that history is unfolding before them. As Leonor greets each royal guest, from Princess Elizabeth of Belgium to Princess Ingrid Alexandra of Norway, the press notes one thing again and again: she carries herself like a queen already. And that's not an exaggeration. But while the evening glitters with smiles and royal elegance, the story has deeper layers. Behind closed doors, discussions swirl, political analysts and royal commentators can't help but speculate. Is this trip more than ceremonial? Could this event be part of a larger diplomatic message between Spain and Denmark, perhaps even a gesture of closer ties ahead of future European challenges? Because let's not forget, both nations are navigating a new era. Spain, with Leonor as its rising star, and Denmark, transitioning leadership toward the younger generation, represented by Prince Christian, who, notably, will soon take on more public duties. The presence of Leonor in Denmark sends a subtle yet powerful message: Europe's new royals are united, progressive, and prepared to lead. And if there's one image that encapsulates that unity, it's Leonor, smiling alongside Christian, their chemistry warm and natural. Not forced, not formal, but effortlessly real. That single moment, captured by dozens of photographers, went viral within minutes. Social media exploded. Leonor and Christian, the future of royalty. Spain and Denmark's next generation shines. The world wasn't just watching, it was connecting emotionally to what they saw. Later that evening, as the gala dinner began, Leonor gave a brief speech, short, heartfelt, and flawlessly delivered in both Spanish and English. She spoke of friendship, unity, and the beauty of shared history. Denmark has always held a special place in Spain's heart, she said. And tonight, we celebrate not just a royal union, but the strength of the ties that bring us together. The applause was thunderous. Even Queen Letizia, watching from Madrid, was visibly emotional during the live broadcast. Royal insiders later revealed that Leonor's words had been written by her personally, not by royal advisors. That detail alone sent ripples through European media. It showed authenticity, independence, and confidence, all the marks of a future queen. By the end of the night, as the stars blanketed the Copenhagen sky and the palace lights glowed softly over the harbor, one thing became undeniable: this wasn't just an arrival. It was a royal awakening. The young princess who once stood shyly beside her parents now stands as Spain's most admired figure. And as she leaves the palace, waves to the crowd, and disappears into the night, the murmurs begin. Again. She's different, one journalist whispered. She's what royalty needs to survive. Because in an age where tradition is fading and public trust in institutions wavers, Princess Leonor is rewriting the narrative. She's blending old world dignity with new world empathy. She's showing that royalty, when done right, can still inspire. And that's why her arrival in Denmark will be remembered, not just for the elegance, not just for the spectacle, but for the feeling she left behind. A feeling that perhaps, just perhaps, the future of Europe's monarchies is in the right hands. As the plane returns to Madrid days later, carrying Leonor home after the royal festivities, the world reflects on what just happened. This wasn't a fleeting moment of royal glamour. It was the unfolding of a new story, one where Princess Leonor of Spain steps forward, not as a royal child, but as a leader of tomorrow. And if Denmark was any indication, that future looks brighter, stronger, and more human than ever before. Because when Princess Leonor arrived in Denmark, the world didn't just see a royal. They saw history, alive, walking, and smiling right before them.